We are running through the six with six-time NTT IndyCar Series champion Scott Dixon, although we call this over the wall, but it's Toronto. You got to throw a Drake reference in here, right?
Okay, sure. Are you going to sing too?
I am not going to sing. You got some fond memories of this place, though, don't you?
Yeah, it's been a cool track. You know, I don't remember what was probably early 2000s. Well, maybe in Indy Lights might have been the first one, 99 or 2000 or something. But I feel at home here. It's part of the Commonwealth. It's my home race. I guess that's a long stretch, but I'll take it.
All right, you've been around this game a little bit. What is the most asked question you get? So I don't ask it in this segment.
Oh, that's a tough one. Ooh. What is the most asked question?
I'm guessing it's probably something along the lines of how long you're going to go or you retire.
Yeah, you do get that a lot when you're retiring. You know, I don't know what's up with that question.
What's your standard answer?
Well, I don't know. I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep doing it.
There you go. Yeah. That is the right answer.
So, long time.
23 years in this, 22 with Chip Ganassi Racing. What is the secret to longevity?
Well, I think in this sport, like any sport, right, is winning. So if you're not winning, you're not going to be around very long. So I think I'm, very lucky, very fortunate to be with the team that I'm with Chip Ganassi Racing, because they're very good at winning. And we've done a lot together, achieved a lot together, and hopefully a lot more to come. But I think that helps. I think if you're not winning, then it becomes extremely frustrating. And don't get me wrong, you have periods of time where you go through that stuff, but we've done a lot together.
Well, frankly, if you're not winning, you may not want to be a part of it because it's not fun at that point, right? So
yeah, but I don't know. You find different aspects of the sport super challenging, right? Like for me, it's still the competition. It's extremely tough to even be fastest in practice or win a pole or try and win a race, especially the depth of the field that we have now. You have 27 full-time cars, but you have a possibility each weekend of maybe 10 or 15 car driver combinations that have the chance of winning. So it feels good when you win, man, in this competition.
I was going to ask you, because of the competition, you got 53 of these things. Are they even more difficult? And when you do win, it makes it all the more gratifying at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing now, even in the early years, maybe you would have more wins, but the depth, you were maybe shooting it out with 6 or 8 people, whereas now it's 10 or 15. Yeah. So that's changed a little bit. The biggest thing now is if you mess up a small amount, maybe years previous you'd lose maybe 3/10 and totally screw up qualifying, you'd maybe drop 2 or 3 spots. Now you'll drop like 10 or more. So it's just, I think now it's really an emphasis on trying to get every single thing right on a weekend, and it's really tough to do.
Tell me how you've changed over 23 years. Are you more cerebral now in the car, or more
calm? Yeah, calm, totally calm. No, I don't know. I think you do gain, I guess, knowledge and things like that. But because, say for IndyCar for us, it's still very diverse. You got short track ovals, super speedways, road courses, street courses. You come to a place like Toronto and, turns, 9 through 11 are totally new asphalt, turn one's changed a little bit. So you're always after different things. And now I guess probably the biggest difference is that you're not on track as much. My first year in IndyCar, we probably tested maybe 60 days a year. Now it's only down to 2 or 4, depending on how you look at the test. So, track time is definitely different, but I think as all you evolve, biggest thing for all of us nowadays is less track time, but so much more data. You get every other car's data. You get a load of sim sessions, you get a lot of video stuff that you can look at. It's very easy to kind of come in and try and copy different versions of different teammates that you maybe have.
And I would think very easy to go down the wrong road. You can easily overthink stuff, right?
You can, but I think you also have a whole lot more assistance than when I started. You just had data and you kind of looked at it and hoped that you were getting something right. Whereas now you've got a lot of tools that you can use to kind of help your transition quite quickly.
Last thing, when you started, there's a bunch of young guys that you guys all would hang out at night together. Now you're a family guy. You got 3 awesome kids.
Yeah.
Has that changed you at all? And do they know what Dad does and appreciates what Dad does, or is it like, oh, Dad's just going to go to work for the weekend. We'll see him on Monday, or whatever.
Now it's just me hanging out by myself drinking a beer. Nobody else wants to hang out. All these young kids don't want to drink, or they don't drink. No, I'm joking. It's definitely changed. There has been a changing of the guard as such, especially with a lot of the young talent, which is huge for IndyCar, for the NTT IndyCar Series, and that coming through and helping the longevity of the sport. So that's really fun to see. But yeah, I guess it's lots of things changed. Lots of things changed since COVID too. I don't know, but I love doing what I do. I love my family to bits, and I'm very lucky to have 3 amazing kids. And it's cool now, especially with the girls. They're at an age where they can come to the race this weekend, really hang out sociably. Really enjoy the race. Kit's 3, he's wild, and hopefully one day he can be driving a car too.
You've had an historic career, is far from done, and we can't wait to see it play out for years and years to come. Thanks
Let's
so much
do it,
for
man.
doing this.
Thank
Have a
you.
great weekend, okay?
Cheers.
Scott Dixon, Over the Wall, here in Toronto.